completely different.
I wanted to begin the show, guys, with some positive vibes. Because now I'm just going into full ram mode, man. There is this new trend. It's not just Gen Z, but it seems to just be Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? Where when you're rich and famous, or you're some celebrity, or you got some power, women always are attracted to that. And that's natural. Successful men are attracted to beautiful women. That's normal. It's just a part of life. But there seems to be this new trend when it comes to like famous couples. Could be radio, hint, hint. It could be TV, sports, anything. Whenever the girl dates the guy for attention, it's a high for them. But guys out there, if you're an up-and-coming podcaster, if you're a professional, like if you're like an amateur athlete, like I know a lot of the high school students that are friends with my little cousin up in Illinois listen to my show. I'm going to give you guys some dating advice. Because I loved listening to radio in 2012, 2011 when I was in high school. And I was always really impressionable when I would listen to Opie and Anthony and that. And a lot of what they said to me kind of stuck with me, and it kind of explains why I'm a pervert. But what I'm getting at is, to all the young audience, specifically to the men out there that are hetero, if a girl is really into what you're doing, and that's the reason she dates you, she's going to help build you up. She's going to help build up your apartment, help build up your life. But there comes a consequence with it. Yeah, she's gifting you with things. But what's going to happen is she's going to start taking credit for your success. And what's going to happen is if you guys break up, then she's going to always be mad when you keep on growing without her because she's going to miss the attention. So, guys out there, if there's a girl that's like, oh my God, you are such a good chemist. Oh my God, you are such a good author. Oh my God, you are such a good spiritual coach. And they invest time and they help you in the relationship. When that relationship ends, they're going to take credit for your glow up and be bitter for the rest of your life. And those are the women you got to look out for. And Brianna ChickenFry is the perfect example of this. She's famous on her own. She works at Barstool Sports. She works on one of the biggest podcasts, BFF Pod. But she's still talking about Zach Bryan. And that's because she's nothing without Zach Bryan. She's famous in the Barstool world, but Zach Bryan's known around the world. I'm not a big country music guy. I have an appreciation for it. It's not my thing. But I knew who Zach Bryan is. I didn't know who Brianna ChickenFry is. And now we know who this imbecile is.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I FaceTimed with Rose for a couple hours, actually.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that.
Right. Yeah. What's his name so weird, by the way? Dave Portnoy obsessing over this breakup? Bro, there's allegations of you choking women and being aggressive during sex. A breakup between Zach Bryan and Brianna ChickenFry should be something you're not interested in because you got skeletons in the closet. And that's what happens a lot when these Gen Xers, because this never happened to me, these Gen Xers get obsessed with breakups. And they're the ones with the most skeletons in their closet.
I FaceTimed with Rose for a couple hours, actually.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that.
Right. Would you, Dave Portnoy?
I love her. I've never felt more seen and validated in my life. Same with...
There you go. That's the problem with all these Gen Z girls.
I've never felt more seen and validated in my...
That's what you need to put on the gravestone of Brittany Lapaglia, is this right here.
I've never felt more seen and validated in my life. Same.
Why do you need validation? All these Gen Z girls think they need validation all day long. It's not that great getting validated. You know why getting validated is the stupidest high ever? It's because if you're getting validated by somebody and then they stop validating you, then you're always looking for validation because you're hurt. I don't give a fucking shit what anybody thinks about me. And I'm not just saying that to act like a tough guy or a bad. I don't care. Someday I'm going to be dead and I don't believe in an afterlife and there's going to be a forever nothing where I don't exist. And all the hard work I put in each day, I might be remembered. But do we know the top radio shows from the 1920s through 40s? No.
And with her, oh my gosh,
Imagine
she's a great
Regis.
person.
Brianna ChickenFry revealed that she bonded with Zach Bryan's ex-wife, Rose Madden, after
Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about when I'm speaking to the younger audience about when you date somebody who's into what you do rather than you as a person. What happens is when the breakup happens, they miss the immediate attention, so then they team up with the other bitter exes. And I'm sure Zach Bryan, I just said Zach. I'm sure Zach Bryan's not a perfect boyfriend. But there's two sides to every story. Get the hell out of here.
after accusing him of emotional abuse.
The whole emotional abuse thing, I'm not saying it's not a valid thing, but I'm sure there was some emotional abuse from Brianna. I feel emotional abuse listening to this imbecile talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he said mean things, but here's the problem when it comes to arguments. This is why you should never get mad at a woman and you should never yell at a woman. Women will say something during an argument. They'll poke the bear. They'll poke the bear. This happened to my friend recently. My friend of 5 years, he's going to hate that I'm bringing it up because people listen to my show, but my friend of 5 years is now single, and it's because he voted for Donald Trump. And this friend is like my boy. Like, I've known him like 7 years. One of my best friends. And I'll just say it. When I went through my breakup, he was in a tough spot because the people that we went on double dates with were friends with my ex. So I've only seen my friend a few times, but he kept in touch with me and was loyal to me. And now that he's single, I feel like I got my bro back. And I bet there's a lot of people that are friends with Zach Bryan that are like, yeah, bro, Brianna's a bitch.
Rose came up during the conversation on the BFFs podcast after Dave Portnoy brought up her commenting comedy gold on a TikTok clip of himself and Brianna. Not to mention, Zach was a no-show at the Country Music Awards.
Yeah, I would skip this one. Or actually, he should have gone. Like, a lot of times when you go through a public breakup and everybody knows the tea because the woman just got to be blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The thing is, sometimes you got to just keep grinding and keep showing up. If you skip events because of the breakup, you're giving it more power because then everybody's hush-hush in the room like, oh my God, did you see Zach Bryan didn't go? Did you see that Ryan Hoppe didn't go to that event? But if you show up, who cares?
And he gave his Instagram followers a glimpse at what he was up to instead. After a rainy morning, Zach decided to go on a beach walk with his dog, a chocolate Labrador named Jack Daniels. His and Casey Musgrave.
It would be named Jack Daniels. What the hell? It'd be like a rapper naming their dog Hennessy.
Dave's I Remember Everything duet was nominated for Musical Event of the Year, but ultimately did not win the CMA.
Yeah, it sucks. Zach does look like a douche, though.
As for Brianna, she was busy making revenge hair a thing.
Yeah, this whole thing Gen Z girls do, this like revenge. Do you notice that like Cher doesn't like Sonny and they had a bad breakup? But like she doesn't bash him that much and she still gives him his props. I rip into baby boom. I rip into baby boomers a lot on this show. There's a lot of flaws that entitled, out of touch, rich generation has. But they don't bash their ex.
It's been about a month since her public breakup with Zach, and Bri decided to debut a fresh do in a TikTok video.
Because what happens is the woman gets really self-conscious when she gets dumped. And what happens to a Gen Z girl is they need the validation. So they start to post themselves in lingerie. They start to do this and that because they're nothing without the guy. I'm not saying all women are nothing without the guy. But the women that have nothing going on with their lives, that date the guy for attention, have nothing.
With 17 Going Under by Sam Fender playing in the background, Brianna first shows off her wavy auburn locks before cutting to her new light blonde, which is a mix of blonde and brown.
I've gotten to this point where the song I Want to F Every Girl in the World by Lil Wayne was like my favorite song. And growing up, I wanted to F every girl in the world. And I've had my fun streak. But man, when I look at how entitled these girls are, I'm good.
In another TikTok clip, Brianna dances to Taylor Swift's song Karma, showing off her hair transformation.
Everybody's got to do karma. Karma, karma, karma. What about karma for you, Brianna?
With followers quickly leaving some sweet words in the comment section.
Yeah, you got all the kiss asses in the comment section. Enough of this. You got all the kiss asses. That's what always happens. Whenever there's a breakup, it's the beautiful girl does the glow up. And it's like, what's funny about it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is all of a sudden, all of the guys that want to hook up with them start to slide in their DMs and start to go, oh, you don't need the man. Guys, watch out. I'm warning you. Some people might listen to this and be like, oh, happy sounds bitter. No, I'm doing a public service announcement for you guys. If a woman is dating you for what you do for a living, it's good to have her as a friend of benefits, but that is not wifey material.
Happy hour. Happy hour.